Alright, sorry about that. We were just getting set up here. Pop my Dr. Pepper. And we are back in the Dragonage Origins. We are 4 strong. Davith, Jory, and Alistair and me. We're going to go into the Corsari Wilds. Have we talked to this guy yet?
Excuse me, I must
No.
get the hounds ready for battle.
I'm curious if they even let me do my thing, so we will see.
Hail.
Hi.
You all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Well, okay, we'll be careful. Playing a human noble Ragu. Our Ragu is best Ragu. And yes, I know it's pronounced rogue.
Great. Now we're getting rabies flung at us. Going. Yes.
I've beaten this game several times, so I'm tired of playing it on normal. So I'm just playing casual, just to kind of get the story on the Twitch. So things will not go well for the enemy. Which right now is a pack of wolf. Heading over there. Thing there to pick up. There's a ladder. Side missions. I never had an issue with the graphics of this game, though it's very Like, I get it's muddled and not great, but that guy's crawling. That cow's dead.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn.
He looks pretty dead.
Came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Yeah, let's just abandon him and
I
job.
have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Probably should. You're also probably gonna die later tonight. Just saying.
Did you hear?
The horde is
An
coming.
entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an
27.
entire army in these forests.
There are darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is
You're
foolish.
kind of a
and
coward.
reckless. We should go back.
You sound like a coward to me.
I'm simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
I didn't say that I did.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That's right.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Yeah, you're all gonna probably die. Such is life. Do 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 do. We'll head over here.
I sense some darkspawn.
I sense some darkspawn. It's not creepy at all. It's like, where is it? Gotta wait for the red marker to appear on the map. It didn't want to, but there they are. We found you. I found you. I found you. Bunch of you. Shot a fire arrow. Take him down, Alistair. Kick his butt. Get him. I believe in you. Also, backstab. Backstab. Backstabbing makes things better. Got his blood. That's 1 bloods. 38 coppers. So that's 38 coppers. 2 bloods. Death root. Alright, fine. We only have the 2 bloods. We need 3 bloods. Because they need their bloods too.
I sense more darkspawn.
On normal, this is a really hard fight, by the way. In casual, it's not so hard. Especially when you get back attacks. Look at him, Jory. Ah, you whiffed. The key is to get back attacks when you're a rogue, and I'm a rogue. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. No, I had to. Jory, you suck. Long sword, mud idol, Rigby's field journal. Okay. Here's our vial of darkspawn blood. We no longer need darkspawn blood. Everything's fine. We're good, guys. We're good. We got an extra one.
What's that?
It's a Chassin thing. I'm gonna go up there and mess with it. Clearly. Oh, it's over there. Boo. You made me do things. Pretty good. Pretty good. I do have a level up I need to put on. Take your monies. Take your chainmail. Your monies. There's no point in withholding levels in this game. Doesn't do any good. That's Alistair. He's 4, okay. So you see, I put most of my stuff into Dex because I am a rogue. I did put some into Cunning because I needed the Cunning. So, let's see, these activate later. We'll probably be an assassin and a bard. Maybe a duelist. Probably a duelist. A duelist and an assassin. That's 27, that's pretty good. Let's see. I can make traps, I can make poisons. And now I can coerce people. And we'll take lock 2 because that's most important. I'm a lock picker, so that's important. And it helps us break up traps, so that's good. Oops, wrong way. Not there yet. Chainmail, we need 14 strength. Okay. So next level I might put a couple on strength, just for the ability to start wearing some heavier armor. I'm not like super worried about my armor.
Over here.
That flower, white with a red centre. The kennel master at Ostagar was asking about those.
Why do you want him, do you know?
The kennel master said this flower can help dogs that get sick from biting darkspawn. At any rate, he was offering a reward if someone went into the wilds and brought him one. Might want to think about it is all.
I think we should. We will. There are things coming at us. Reviews. Take care of him. We'll get the chasing trail, and then we'll go back and give him the darkspawn blood. Not the darkspawn blood, the flower, the fluer. This way.
I was hoping for something more
Wolf.
And I'm off.
Awful wolf. Awful wolf. Good job, Alistair. Delirium potion on a wolf, that's different. I actually like the leveling system in this game. It's not terrible. Jason stuff, soldier's helm, and a letter. Okay. We're gonna go back and take care of this situation. Or, not that way. We're gonna go give our person a thing. What do we do though? Let's give our tank that helmet. There you go. Now you have a helmet. That's right. Helmet. See, Alistair, you have a hat. Yay for you. Your head's protected. Which is good. We don't need our tank getting injured. I end up over here. Okay. Oh, hello. We're just running through the wilds here, doing our thing. Gather party and venture first. Yes.
Greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds? Did you happen to see any white flowers?
I did. In fact, yes, in fact, I have one of them with me.
I don't know for sure that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have, let's see, 20 silver to offer as a reward for it.
Is that all your hound's
Here,
worth? Pity.
Take 50 silver, that's all the money I have. Perhaps we shall not lose as many hounds as I feared. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Money. I didn't get here by not being a shrewd businessman. I mean, I might be a shrewd businessman, but I got his 50 silver. We did level up once to level 4. Let's see here. We're on the hunt for a ghost, a ghoul, and various other things to kill. Got Alistair, his head protected. No concussions for him. We're able to go that way and get all that stuff, okay. Got the treasure chest from the Chastened, which is good. Good equipment. Take that death root. Such a pretty sight.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
It does seem excessive and kind of messed up.
And I'm off. All right.
We have our 3 vials of blood. We're just experience hunting right now. Actually, you can go through here and get infinite experience, but I'm not going to do that glitch. Sellable thing. Potential thing.
Over with.
Let's see, did that give me an upgrade? No. I need more strength. I need strength for my armor ability. Where are we at here? No one cares about you, okay. Oh, about 4, okay. About 40% of the way there. Hey. None of that. You said you lied to us. You said we weren't gonna get like caught. You lied to us. Cheeky little Alistair. I guess the wolf was more deadly. I made my
Still
decision.
need to find those documents. If they're even here.
Well, they better be, or the whole game is like screwed. Here's Missionary Rigby. Okay.
It's done. Naturally.
So we found that quest. We got that done. It didn't go well for him. Doom and gloom. He lost his head. $56 copper. Not a lot of money happening right now. The game knows it auto-saved. I was actually thinking of saving, and I was like, no, we're gonna auto-save because you're going into a big battle right here with all kinds of traps and a mage, a Psalm. Actually, I should go ahead.
Almost now. Trap. So simple to see, really. Going. Yes.
We did pretty well on the traps there.
That won't follow me. Yes. I'm off.
Only one didn't get untrapped. So that's good. This is a stupidly hard fight on that poison throwing mage really makes life difficult, along with the traps. We pretty much disarmed. We got a pinch of verbs, okay. I'm only seeing one that we didn't. Nice. Really needed that strength, oh well. We'll put 2 strength in on the next level up, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. That'll give me 28 decks as well. It's fine. So. All good. All good. That's where one of the flowers are that we would pick if we didn't pick it already. But we already picked it and got our 50 silver for it. Let's go mess up this guy. I forget what kind of enemy it is, but I remember it not being pleasant. Pile of rocks. We're gonna mess with the rocks. Nothing bad ever happens from messing with rocks. Sprinkle more ashes.
All right.
Who summons Gazaroth? Chainmail. And that's it. Interesting. Not a great overhaul there.
Yes, all right. Going, all right.
Alistair leveled up, alright. Enchanted Dagger, nice. And a hefty amount of money. Alright. I accept your offer. Some more of those flowers. They don't want you to miss out on that flower. Like that's... They want to make sure you know it's there. Let's see. Hayden, yeah, he's right at 5. That's good. Alistair, we'll level you up. You're about strength. Definitely not two-handed. Get him a shield. Go ahead and drop a save down here. And let's go meet Morrigan. Once we pick up our silver piece, that's basically what we got there. Death Root, which I don't think returns until Inquisition. I don't know if it's into or not off the top of my head. 2's alchemy ingredients are weird. You like find it and then it stays permanently there. So it's just 2's alchemy is weird. I don't like it, and I never find all the ingredients. Like, ever. I never find them all. Very frustrating. Let's see here. Anything up here? I don't remember. Nope. Alright. Tooch the Toocher.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I'm neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
It's a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be
Oh,
nearby.
you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swoop is bad.
She's
It
a
is
witch of
bad.
the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
You can call me Aiden.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
And who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
A thieving, weird talking log, perhaps?
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
Tell us about your mother first.
She prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you were here. Come, see for yourself.
Are you a witch of the wild?
Have I been dishonest? Some call us witches, yes, but purely out of superstition.
You know what the Circle of Magi is, don't you? The Circle requires an accounting of all mages. That is the law of the land and the Chantry.
If you wish to tell your chantry about me, go ahead. I have nothing to fear from priests.
Why are you interested in helping us?
Why not? I do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
I say we go with
Put
her.
us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
It does.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
I believe you're crazy and possibly
Is that
dangerous.
all? Surely your mind stretches farther than these surroundings. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Thank you for returning them.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Oh, Davith got the kill on Gazareth. Well, time to strip them naked. Ah. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. You don't need it. Who makes select? Don't need it. You don't need it. Oh, upgrade. Nice. What? Equip it, darn you. There we go. Upgrades. Gotta like the upgrades. We're all about the upgrades. Mud Idol. I'll take the 10 cold resistance, that's fine. Let's see here. Let's make sure Alistair has everything he can have. Good. Okay. Ooh, Enchanted Dagger, that's right. First things first. He had an elm longbow. An ash longbow. Yeah, that's better. There. Me. Enchanted Dagger. Much better than a regular dagger. Dagger, dagger, dagger. The foolish notion.
The infected hound seems to be doing much better for now. Thank you for your assistance.
Let's get back to Duncan quickly. If we wait too long, you won't be able to swing a dead cat without hitting a darkspawn.
I mean, you're not wrong. But first we gotta get that chest. This is your only chance to get this chest. So, health poultice, injury potion, spirit bomb flask, some mage gear, private documents, and 15 silver. We'll take that. Now to sell some stuff.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
Okay. So we'll hold on to these. Sell you. Shrimp. Okay. Another backpack. We'll take the backpack. So there's that. Alright.
Hello again. Is there something you need?
Yeah, let me see the other goods. Just because I wanna. Okay, so we don't want the heavy stuff. Enchanted staff is a really good weapon. So I bought a bunch of Reciper. So we got some Reciper, as Ignis from Final Fantasy 15 said. We've learned new Reciper. Let us save because the cinematics are coming.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had scrolls. They were both very odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Now you tell us what this ritual is about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Is that why the joining is so secret?
If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down, there's nothing we can do about
I
it
only
now.
know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
You make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining.
The joining.
The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Kind of feel bad for Davith because he was willing to do it, but you know, someone has to die, so it ain't gonna be me.
Sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Still can't believe he killed Sir Jory.
Was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting
Not
is
either.
to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
And we leveled up. Very good. Actually, we got quite a bit of a level. That's awesome. As we need. Oh wow, we got 4 points for that, so we needed and we needed all 4 because we had 16 strength. Let me make sure, okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't get any custom class. I don't remember what level we had it at. I've contemplated going down this, but I like using Liliana, so I don't use an archer very often, because she's my archer. That's why I just dual wield. Dual wield and these skills here. Combat movement, the quicker, where we can easily outmaneuver opponents, granting a wider flanking angle that makes backstabs easier to achieve. Yeah. I'll take both of those. Now that I know I can take 2. So level 5 was useful. Very good. Very good. So we're starting to look a little better. Our strength is improved. As you see, it increases damage for all weapons except crossbows and staves. So I mean, it gives us more stuff. Increases attack score for melee combat by 0.5 for each point. So that's good. So it gives us 2 more attack score. Prerequisite for most weapon talents and higher level armor and weapons. And contributes to physical resistance and intimidation. Okay. Your dexterity is like the most important stat, just period. Increases your combat score or your attack by 0.5. Increases attack score of range combat by 1. Increases your defense by 1. Increases damage from piercing weapons. Prerequisite for some weapon attacks and contributes to physical resistance. It's the defense by 1. I mean, your defense is pretty much there, so that's important. Cunning is important for me because it increases effectiveness of rogue talents. Prerequisite for many skills. Contributes to armor penetration, mental resistance, and persuasion. So it gives me some mental resistance too. Might want to get that to 20. Usually 18 is like as far as you need. This is useless. Increases health by 5 for each point purchase and physical resistance. Spell power, effectiveness of potions, poultices, and salves. Prerequisite for higher level staves and many spells, and mental resistance, where willpower is mental resistance and stamina by 5 for each point. That's actually pretty good. At some point I might want to put a couple points in the willpower just to get my stamina up by 10. But I shouldn't need it on a casual run. On a normal run it'd be more important. A little more strength. So you see, a little more improvement. I'll take the mental resistance. I look silly, but I don't care. It gives me 2 constitution, so not the doge. Oh, I don't have Alistair with me yet. Oh, gotta level up my doge. It's all about the wolf. There we go. Let's see if I can go down here and sell one last time. I am, okay. Very good.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
There we go.
If the king wants to see you and Duncan, you probably shouldn't keep him waiting. He might get mad, start crying. You'll feel bad, and well, it won't be pretty.
I love that line. Also, save. I am a Grey Warden now.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. A Darkspawn horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the young lord from Highever I met earlier. I understand
Traitorous
congratulations
snake.
are in order.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. Thank you, Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak
He's
your
just a
strategy.
mustache-twirling
The
villain.
Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'll do my best.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough!
Oh, they're all pretty much dead. Good shots with the rocks.
Make it help us. They're everywhere.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Did you give me the mage at least? Okay, good. You gave me the mage. So you didn't totally screw me over.
Never any shortage of these words. All right. Yes, all right. All right. Yes, going. All right. And that off. Yes, and that off.
I guess that's the guy I'm fighting. Taking his head off.
And that off.
I said, so far the mage hasn't been needed, which is good. Got a silver piece there. Go me. Almost another silver piece. Another silver piece. That was a really loud truck. My goodness. Would you get a dagger and a shield out of that? Out of those crates, which is nice. This is nice.
Darkspawn, eh? Yes, and I'm off.
All right.
Yes.
Dark.
Right. And I'm off. All right.
He's dead.
Yes. Going.
Come on, Alistair.
Going.
Making me look too good.
Yes.
There we go. The silver piece. That was not the way. This is the way. 4 silver pieces, almost 5. 100 copper is 1 silver, so he had some money. Hey, come on, Alistair, you gotta step it up. That guy's fighting with his dinner fork because I gave you his thing. Oh, trap detected, and then I walk into a trap. Genius. Okay. That was incredibly smart. I'm doing great. You won't be needing that. 15 silver. Oof.
We need to get to the beacon. The king needs Loghain to charge.
Darkspawn longbow. Deathroot extract. Good for poissons. Good for poissons. No. you. I need to know what Alistair is capable of doing. Skills. Yeah, I gotcha. Circle Mage is useless. I can do that and that. Alistair, can you do anything at all? Yes, his head is no longer necessary. He was not a heady darkspawn.
I'm done.
Nice. We're wearing is fine though. Go in here and fight some more guys.
Yes.
I don't know.
Lesser Nature Salve. Venom.
We need to get to the beacon.
Yeah, I know we need to get to the beacon. Listen, I'm in the middle of stuff. It's okay. Beacon's not going anywhere, neither are Logain's men. Quite literally, they're not going in, they're going in the opposite direction. We're not in a hurry here. Ooh, gift.
Yes.
Okay. That's where they came up from. Oh, I was stunned. Good job, Alistair. You killed him before I even got there. That's what we like to see from you.
Over with.
Studded leather boots, okay. Ooh, leather armor. It is better armor and 5% less fatigue. Okay. I'm pretty sure that it's not as good. Yeah, that's just weird. So the leather armor was better. I will take it.
What are these darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Weren't you complaining you wouldn't get to fight?
Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Logain will be waiting for the signal.
Yes. Yes, he will be waiting. Eager anticipation. He's waiting with bated breath. Deep mushroom. Ooh, wow, that a gold piece in there. Wow. Did I misread that? Yeah, I did. It was silver. Okay, I was like, whoa. That's a massive thing. We're not there yet, so it was a silver piece. I misread it. Some studded boots. I like this. Kapow. And we actually do damage to that guy. I think we killed him. flying in the air. I do like the decapitation moves and death kills in this game. They're pretty awesome. Ooh, Doge leveled up as well. Everybody leveled except for Alistair. He didn't level. We just came from there.
We need to get
Ocean.
the beacon.
Ocean and
King
injury
needs
kit.
Loghain to charge.
Let's go ahead and level ourselves up here. We'll get to 18 there and 28 there. Okay. Also, I need 22 cunning. Okay, well that's fine. I can put two more there and get that done by that level, so that's fine. That's fine. Dexterity, obviously, we need a lot of. So I need 22 cunning. Okay. I don't really need a lot here. Well, I guess we'll take this. Okay, Alistair's close to leveling, that's good. He just gets strength. Doge is just pure strength. Pure strength. He doesn't need anything else, he just goes in and bites stuff. I like Doge in Dragon Age 2 better because he's a summon. He doesn't take up a spot in the party, which is nice. So you can just kind of summon him. Dragon Age 2 I have to play on normal, otherwise it drives me nuts. This game it kind of makes sense to play on casual a little bit because this horde, it's a mindless horde of darkspawn and you're supposed to be this big superpowered Grey Warden. Which I learned that if it's not a Marvel or DC property, you cannot use the term superhero because they have a joint trademark to it. At least in the US, so nothing in the US can be called a superhero unless it's a DC or Marvel property. Which is kind of weird. Because you associate things with superheroes.
Loghain better be ready to charge.
That was something I learned today. Loghain better be ready, alright. I was not ready. Fine. There you go. Good job. We got Alistair leveled up. Muy importante. His corpse had nothing on it. I looted his corpse for nothing. He got nothing. It's a good feeling. I'll make that 18, that 24. Make that 25. Oh, I could have made that a thing. Oh well. Let's see, requires 10 cunning, detects presence of nearby creatures below characters on level. That'll start being a me thing. Eventually. We're gonna learn that though. Character learns to compensate for the way of shield and balance and no longer suffers attack penalty while using shield defense. So that's good. I like that. Go, Alistair. So he's got dexterity, because he's going to need dexterity for one of his shield moves, like a lot of it. And obviously strength he needs a lot of. I should get him one more constitution, but I'm kind of not interested in that, to be honest. That's okay, though. We are doing fine. Let's release the hoons. Don't attack the mage. The mage is a paper. It's no good. Good job, Doges. Good job. Good boys. Those are good boys. Doge's best boy, but those were good boys.
Success!
Oh, you got a warpaint, Doge. We'll check that out in a second, because I think you're gonna get a couple more here. Woof woof. Just so everyone is aware that is new to the channel, if the stream does go 3 hours, there is an I made it a rule: if a stream goes 3 hours, I take a 5-minute break at the 3-hour mark for bathroom, snacks, refills, things like that, because I learned it's not good to stream for 3 hours and not do maintenance on yourself. So bathroom breaks happen sporadically, but at 3 hours it's an automatic. Like that is my rule, because there have been streams that I've gone 10-12 hours. Today's probably not one of those, but tomorrow might be. So just a heads up in case we get to that point. We're at 1 hour and 18 minutes right now, so I do keep track of that. Just it's very important to, because I've done that, and I learned that from personal experience. Just 3 hours is kind of my time to go stretch the legs and do some other things. Usually it's just a 5-10 minute break, and then I come right back. I just put up the weight screen, but I always want to give a heads up to people that are new to the channel or haven't seen the longer streams where that does happen. This fight on normal, and especially on difficulties higher than normal, this fight is impossible. Like, BioWare put this fight in here just basically so the only way you can beat it is take Alistair and run around in a circle and hope you have an archer to shoot him. It's a piece of cake on casual probably, but yeah, this fight is unfair on normal. He wipes the floor with you. I mean, he's a freaking ogre. But yeah, he's fine. That's good. That's also very good.
Beacon is over here.
I know where the beacon is. Calm down. The fight is so hard on normal. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of go through the story, because I've beaten this game so many times. And it's not fun to sit there and watch someone die 10 times to a boss. Go ahead and make a save here. This is technically where Dragon Age 2 picks up, right about here.
Sound the retreat.
And there's the traitorous snake.
Should we not do as I command?
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Just, ugh. Feel dirty. Give him a hug. Oh, he broke him. We did our job, boss. He's fine. Totally fine. Sucks to be us, though. We totally got shot with arrows. Game's over. Nice knowing us. On to Dragon Age 2. Oh, it's such a sad scene.
Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
What happened to the Darkspawn?
You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember?
Wait, what happened to the army? To the king?
The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
My friend, you mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before. Yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I
you got shot.
Fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair? Is he alright?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Thank you for helping me, Morgan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I have some questions, if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
I happen to be a nobility, you know.
I stand corrected.
How'd she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why, what's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Yes, please.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
So those survivors could be rescued?
If you're willing to run into the midst of the Horde, perhaps.
Why did Terran Logain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Logain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
It's probably because I didn't call him traitorous snake. I think I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Are you daft?
Yes. We'll get that key eventually.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother.
This doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these Darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Changed when most of them were slaughtered.
If you think small numbers make you helpless, you are already defeated.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Logain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What is the Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An Archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Alistair's the real Grey Warden, not me.
All Grey Wardens in Ferelden are gone. Except for us. I've lost everyone. For the love of the Maker, don't back out on me now.
My brother's out there somewhere. I need to find him.
Somewhere in the wilds. Now that would be quite the feat.
And what about everyone else? We can't let all their deaths be in vain.
Ah, to have lost so much. It would be difficult not to cling to hope, however faint. You two have much in common.
I can't do this on my own. We have to do something.
Will you help us fight this blight Flemeth?
I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al-Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
Al-Eamon, the Earl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable
The Jarl
man.
would never do what Tair Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al-Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
We need the rest of the Grey Wardens.
I don't know how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Al-Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I don't suppose you could offer any more help?
Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time
What?
I looked, you had ears.
That's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
She won't come to any harm
Allow
with
me
us.
to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speak your mind. I actually like Flemeth's response.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
It's just difficult to imagine her.
Young, married, pregnant? Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not.
Have you ever been outside the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
Are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
You can substitute for Alistair.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
Yeah, no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the
Jeez,
stew on the
rudeness.
fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Have fun storming the castle. And there you go. Alistair approved +4 and Morgan approved +8. So we have many, 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 many quests. We're going to save here because long dialogue options. We're going to talk to Alistair and then Flemeth and be on our way.
What do you need?
Oh, want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
I thought we just need to talk.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about the other Grey Wardens? Well, he had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
No, I understand completely.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from Hyeva, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
My entire family was murdered just recently.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Anytime, Alistair. So Alistair approves +4. The more approval they get, the higher their passive ability becomes.
What do you need?
Let's ask something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So others couldn't learn these talents? So Templars use magic themselves.
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
Have you hunted many mages?
No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. The ritual that they test the mages with. It's not unlike our joining, really. And just as deadly. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
So like the Templars could run the Chantry?
You'd think that. But it's not so. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me. What do you need?
I want to ask you something. So how'd you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
I mean before that.
Let's see. I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
What skills might those be?
Well, it wasn't an easy life, you know. I don't know whether or not you've noticed, but I'm not exactly the Chantry type. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
You think Duncan took pity on you?
I don't know. Maybe. When he came looking for recruits, I just remember praying fervently to the Maker that he would pick me. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be... It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
So Alistair approved +1. Not a big improvement, but still, it's a plus.
What do you need? Ask
Ask
away.
something. So you said this Arl Eamon raised you.
Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That would explain the smell.
Well, it wasn't until I was 8 that I discovered you didn't have to lick yourself clean. Old habits die hard, you know.
Well, that would explain the breath as well, then.
And my table manners, too. Though, come to think of it, they weren't all that different from the other Templars. Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on a cold, hard ground, isn't it?
I'm going to hit you very soon now. No, I dream of becoming a Grey Warden. Oh, wait.
Point taken. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arl Eamon wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respected the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Why did he send you off to the Chantry?
Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
You're probably luckier than most orphans.
I suppose you're right. I wasn't raised as the Arl's son, though, if you're picturing that. I slept in hay, out in the stables, not on silk sheets. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
And you think the Arl will help us?
All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
So Alistair approved +1 again.
What do you need?
Need to ask you
away.
something.
I suppose I could. But I really would rather not. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
Very well, I respect your word.
Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all. What do you need? Ask away.
Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Chantry?
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
I thought the Templars wore heavy plate mostly.
That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight.
You had lots of these pillow fights, I take it?
Pillow fights? I mean, no, of course not. I meant sword fights. With rusty swords, dripping with acid. The kind that puts hair on your chest. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
I really want to know, yes.
Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist.
Yeah, I probably do want to save.
The truth of the matter is that I did hate.
The thing is, there's a lot of dialogue in this
the
game.
Initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter.
Typically, I save after a conversation. I don't remember if I saved after Morgan now or not.
I was actually quite good at it.
But I do save often in RPGs. It's a lesson I've learned the hard way before. What did you enjoy about the training?
The education, mostly. But also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
My home was taken over by our pile.
Mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. We won't always be traveling like this.
I broke Alistair.
Once the war is over, once the blight is... Well...
Alistair broke there.
Well, we'll have to think about having a real home again.
He didn't know what he was talking about.
And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good.
Oh my goodness.
Either way.
I don't think I've ever had that happen. Maybe I better save. Yeah. They assume they can be rebuilt.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've
He was so ready to...
We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be
doing. He was so ready to move on to the next dialogue line, he forgot one. We're gonna just, pop a save there. I still have to talk to Flemeth.
What do you need? Ask away. Such as they are.
Such as they are.
That's
There's
a good
Grey
question.
Wardens.
There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is their headquarters
Here
somewhere?
in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfelds, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
So what happens now when there's just the two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
We need to start rebuilding the Order?
Eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves Lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
What happened if we just left?
You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an Archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
No more
About
questions.
the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Nope, that's it. Okay. Alistair's set. Now we just gotta talk to Flemeth.
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
You could come with us, you know.
I prefer to remain here. Considering what the world has done to me, I have already done more than it deserves.
And what's the world done to you?
That is between the world and me. Your business is elsewhere.
But you're more powerful than we are.
It is not a matter of power. No one person in all of Thedas has enough power to stand against a blight. Were that the case, sending you two would be quite the jest. What is important is that you are both Grey Wardens. Your task is to unite the land, inspire its men, and turn them from their petty politics to face the Archdemon. In that, you are more powerful than I by far. I am but an old woman whom the world has largely forgotten.
What has the world done to you?
That is between the world and
Yeah, we
me.
know.
Your business is
Questions.
One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action.
Can I ask you about your magic?
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently.
How long have you lived in the wilds?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. You may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
You don't seem happy about that.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete.
What will you do once we're gone?
Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
Do you have any advice?
About the Darkspawn?
Yes.
Only that they are more cunning than they appear. More important by far is the Archdemon. It is the core of this taint, and while it lives, so does the Blight. This Tairnloghain is different. You must deal with the repercussions of his deeds before you can face the Archdemon, unless it finds you first. Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat. Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew. Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested. Then we are done.
No, we're done. Okay, we have finished yapping. We can continue on with the game. Because Doge has nothing to say. Here, make sure nothing's there. Alright, off we go. To Lothering.
And you'd think that we wouldn't just be...
I think we wouldn't be just standing around, but we were. Yes. So you have all these, but only one real option, and that's Lothering. So if we move, travel up the highway, and into Lothering we go.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Ooh, sick burn.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
I tell you, no wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
You're toll collectors, then.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
Perhaps you should charge more, then.
You want to pay more? Well, we'll happily accept donations. I could be mistaken, but that sounded threatening.
Sounded like a threat to me.
Interesting, because you seem a bit outnumbered.
Do you really want to fight the Grey Wardens?
Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
King-killing ways. Actually, let's add bandit slang to that list.
Just when we had things settled.
No, we never did.
Let's wipe them out. All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
This shoddy operation's pathetic. I could do better.
Right. I guess so. I'm sorry.
Now you die. That's
I'm
what
not
you
going
deserve.
down without a fight.
Yes.
And I'm off. Yes.
All right.
And sense of awareness. Interesting.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right,
That's true.
Very creepy. Forget I asked.
What do you want to talk about, Alistair?
Naval, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to, alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
I need to look for Fergus. He might still be alive.
He was out scouting in the wilds, wasn't he? That's what the king said.
Then attempting to look for him there would be foolish. He is either dead or he managed to flee to the north.
Very sensitive.
I am simply saying that it is foolish to mount a rescue when you have no notion where this man is and the wilds are overrun with darkspawn. You will either find him somewhere outside the wilds with other survivors, or not at all.
You have some thoughts on that point, Alistair?
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Yes, I have.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish
I never
Elves,
did.
the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle
Never
of Magi.
did.
I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
What do you think we should do, Morrigan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Well, then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Where do we find our
He'll be
Arleman?
at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Where do we find the Dalish Elves?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
Where do we find the dwarves?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
Where do we find the Circle of
That
Magi?
will be at their tower on Lake Kalenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
Where would Loghain be exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
I don't need
Then
any more
you have a plan.
directions. I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Autosave. I will be right back. Alright. Resume.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
They're best friends. All these refugees.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Well, you're never going home. Farmer.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
What makes you think that?
You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
Yes, I was in the King's
I thought
Army.
them that survived already marched north with the Cairn. You must be a survivor, or a deserter. Lucky you, I guess.
I have some questions.
I promise I'm going to answer them.
What's going on here?
What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
Who's in charge of the village?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
You don't have a ruling lord?
He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns.
Were those bandits always outside the village?
What? You mean they're gone?
I'll take that as a thank you.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian's will be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
I should go.
Don't let me stop you.
Nice person.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Well... You're probably dead.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many didn't.
Where can we go? This is no better than what we left.
I mean, she's not wrong. It's pretty terrible. Thought I saw a shiny. I didn't. Come, Doge. Oh wait, you have war paint to put on, don't you? Yeah. What does it do? 4 damage against beasts? Sure. Now he's all marked up. He's got his caddis on.
If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
What do you mean?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Can I ask you a few
I'm
questions?
just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense.
Is anyone in charge here?
The band has marched north with Tern Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
I want to go home.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering. the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
I met those bandits. They're dead now.
Killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
We'll take that bling poem.
Have you seen my mother?
Depends who's your mother.
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
I don't think she's coming, child.
Why not? Why would she leave me here?
I don't think she meant to leave you.
But she must be coming.
You can't stand here forever. What if she doesn't show?
No, maybe I should go home and look for her.
No, don't do that.
What should I do? I have nowhere to go. And I'm hungry.
Go to the chantry. Someone will look after you.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice man, kind of like Father. I should go look for Mother now.
Well, he's dead.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
The Chanters are still operating their board. Now that's dedication.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
And who are you exactly? Don't talk much, do
Let
you?
all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's Enchanted Dagger.
What's chanter?
One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
Anything interesting on that board of yours?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Where are you from?
Let each look after his...
Bandits everywhere. We'll take it.
his neighbor, and he will be looked after in return.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Why would I want to help you?
I mentioned profit.
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Can you beat that offer, sister?
Me to bid against him?
Clearly.
I don't have that kind of coin.
Well, yeah, it's time for you to go, isn't it?
Would actually do the bidding of this evil little man.
Yeah.
Fine. May your heartlessness bring you exactly what you deserve.
A fine
It did.
sentiment, if
1
I've
gold.
ever heard one.
You're so nice. I bet you make allies everywhere you go.
Ha! Serves that wench right. You have my thanks. And 100 silvers, yes?
And a discount.
Fair enough. But only you.
Let me
This
see what
way.
you have.
And beware the urchins. They have grabby little hands.
Listen, it gave me a gold. I'm taking that gold. Grey iron. Sword, steel mace, darkspawn mace. Let's see, 6.6. Okay, Warden, small. Studded leather boots. Cool. Not the worst thing ever. Let's see. Some Viridium. It's pretty darn good stuff. I don't know about you, but we're gonna go ahead and buy that Darmitsu.
Over with.
That was a good dagger. So let's go ahead and equip that dagger. Yeah, that's... A tier 5 dagger is pretty tight at this point in the game. I don't think they're expecting me to have, you know, that much gold, but I do. 5.6 damage. And I've got 2 things to put on there, so when we meet a certain dwarven person, we'll be able to enchant it.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do.
So, Terran Logain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king's death.
But I thought Darkspawn killed the king. That doesn't make any sense.
We'll be lucky if they don't burn down the entire country fighting over the throne.
That's what I wanted to do. Let's see, 3.6, 3.3. No. It's not a good... I'll take the Enchanter's Cap. Okay. Aiden, Doge, Alistair. It kind of makes sense for a Templar to have this type of shield. I think it's what we should go with. Nah. I like the 4 attack. But I like that better. Ruined turn. Where are we? Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Save the game. Recruit Liliana. Oregon has 1 kill.
Well, look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen him.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Looks like he wants a fight. I'm happy to oblige.
Let's make this quick.
Let's wipe them out. And I'm off. Yes, all right. And I'm off.
We are victorious again.
You've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I don't want them reporting to Loghain.
Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
They're going to kill us.
But they failed, and I do not wish death on anyone.
Then give them a final prayer.
Very well. May the Maker forgive your trespasses. May he keep you in his sight and guide you.
All right, going. All right.
Try to be merciful.
Look, they're experience points. And they made terrible life decisions. They're terrible guards.
Moving on.
Chainmail boots, a greenstone.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
I appreciate what you try to do.
And I know that you did what you had to. I do wish they had backed down, however. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
What does that mean?
I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest, not even an initiate.
I'm Aiden. Pleasure.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Why are you so eager to come with
The
me?
Maker told me to.
Oh, welcome aboard.
Then you believe me? I knew the Maker had sent a true dream. A vision that by serving you, I serve his holy plan.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
I know you won't.
Blast and damnation. Indeed.
We go level up Doge with his strength. She's level 7 already. They keep wanting to make her a whatchamacallit, and I'm like, no, she's definitely a whatchamacallit. Leather boots. Seeker's token. I can't get this mud idol on anybody. Why won't you let me have this moment? This moment. So we have these two that are gonna go. I might put these two on. I think the slow will be funny on my dagger. So there you go. We got that. Cool.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
You're not ever going home.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Is there something I can do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
Can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
So, scraping the barrel. As you see, we gotta go 3 people. 1 in Denerim, 1 in Redcliffe, 1 in Lothering. And dereliction of duty. 1 in Lake Calenhad, 1 in Denerim, and 1 in Frostback Mountain. Okay. So, take care of those issues. Arlen, what do you have to say?
About food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
You got a food?
A whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
Don't worry about him,
You
I took
did?
care of it.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Show me what you got. Let's see, Throne of the Gods. Not a bad dagger, but nothing special. Wow, that's special. But level 26, it's not great. Dagger, Darkspawn, you and you. Okay. I can afford it. Amulet of Accord reduces hostility. It's pretty good. Pretty good, but we're not quite there yet. Shiny gold ring, huh? Okay. Okay, I see where we're at. There. Our archer's about to get a little better. There you go. Now our physical resistance is good.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Nobody well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. No, Don't suppose you know anything about, poison?
I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
Any idea where I get the ingredients?
Northwood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Very well. So what do we need? Hmm. 3 flasks of venom. Okay. One, 2, 3.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I have what you asked for.
Splendid!
That's what I do.
Those beasties come on my land. I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some. Hey!
Alright, 75 gold, or 75 silver. 75 gold would be like rolling in it. But we'll take 75 silver.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Red.
Hello, stranger. I
Hi.
don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
I'm quite familiar with traps and the like.
I would happily pay you to make some. There's wood and nails and other goods around the village and the forest. But you probably already know that. Sorry. Come back if you make some.
So what does she need? Let's see, she needs you to make 3 spring traps. One, 2, 3.
Did you make any traps?
I have the traps you need.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you, stranger.
Cool, so that gives me 50 gold, or 50 silver. I keep wanting to say gold.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You are unlike any animal I have ever met, almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So, let me see. You're loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful, sometimes gluttonous. No? What is all this begging for food scraps then? Well, alright. You're not gluttonous. You're just a lover of fine foods. How's that?
Don't mess with Doge. You don't put up with that nonsense. Calling him gluttonous like that. How rude. Deep mushroom. Deep mushroom. Okay. So I got a couple deep mushrooms.
And done.
Still his other home.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Actually, I was more hoping to help you.
We need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I know a bit about herbalism.
To do us a lot of good. All manner of travelers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here. Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people.
Just give her a few potions. Got 50 silver. So a silver 75 or a gold 75 piece. That's pretty good.
I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
We fought the Darkspawn in the wilds, but we never
The
had a
carnage we
chance.
left in the wilds was horrifying.
You aren't one of my captors.
Hmm.
I will not amuse you any more than I have the
I'm a
other.
good sort, you know.
Leave me in peace.
Except for, you know, the poison and the traps and all that stuff. You're a prisoner who put you here.
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as
The thing
she
with
says.
Bioware games is it's really hard to play a
Still not the
renegade or
better
bad
side
guy.
of the
I
vanguard
really
of the
have
Kunai
problems with it. I'm Aiden, pleased to meet you.
Mock me, or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but Kunari are renowned warriors. If we could release him, perhaps he might help us.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What'd you do to end up in here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You can help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Will the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
So we gotta help Sten. We have to help Sten. Sten. I was like, man, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to collect this stuff.
Over with.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Now let's see.
Always good to have to murder refugees, you know. Awful. But they attacked first. They made terrible life decisions. I get Liliana, why are you not wearing your bow? We're gonna have a talk, you and me. Stay in your bow. Your bow. Bow. Better watch it. Doge is not happy with the mother dogs. I'm gonna get you. See? I got you. Should have thought about that. I think there's a plant up here, but I don't remember. It'll bug me until I look. That's right here. Okay. Less bothersome to me now. Plant way over here and another one right there. Picking up these ingredients, making life better. Some elf root. Some elf root. I'll take those. All good.
Oh, great. No wonder to stop for lunch, too.
All right. Yes. And I'm off. Going. And I'm off. Going. All right. And I'm off. Going. Yes. All right. Going. And I'm off. And I'm off. Going. Yes.
Hooray, a level up.
Yes. Going.
Not only a level up, more experience.
Going. Yes. And I'm off.
Got Alistair closer to that level. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and pop level 7 here. There we go. Let's see, do I want duelist? Assassin. Assass out. I want to be a duelist. So next level we'll finish cutting off because that'll get us to 22. Which will allow me to get to that. So 22 cunning is next level. And we're done with cunning. Because we have enough decks to get there. And then got to put some more in obviously because 35. My goodness. It just needs level 16. I just even need master combat training as well. So we'll be going combat training in our skills besides coercion. I don't need that for that, do I? Okay, good. Yeah, we're fine. So cunning, it's at 19. We'll have it at 22 soon. Alistair's ready to level up. He's ready. I can feel his anger. Gives him focus. Well, I don't have to look for a thing, so that's good. Aren't you glad there's a game mechanic where your dog pees on a tree to get stronger in the area? That's such a good thing to put in a game. This fight for some reason will always give me problems too. And it's just the mixture of people that were in it. It won't give me trouble this time. Yeah. So we were able to take care of that issue.
Now, what is that?
I was gonna say, let's see if they let me kill off the spiders or I have to wait. Take you and you. And you. Alright, back to Lothering. Is that back? Well, let's go up here and make sure there's nothing up here. Nope. Let's go ahead and update Alistair. I think we're gonna go shield wall. Just trying to think what order to tackle all this in.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey now! There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy? Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? That's what the Chantry kept telling me anyhow.
We'll talk to you first.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Cool. Ooh, 3 gold. Solid. Bears. And keepsake. Okay.
Oh, friend. Care to take advantage of your discount?
I would.
This way. And beware the urchins. They have grabby little hands.
Leather gloves secured. No. It's not worth it.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
So I'm gonna shut this
Be
madman
my
up.
guest. I've no urge to try out that axe of his.
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. Darkness swallowed the marshes whole. This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
You poor man, what happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn.
Darkspawn can be defeated.
No, I have seen them. You cannot run. You cannot fight.
Sitting around shouting won't save you.
There is nothing to do. No hope is left.
We fought off worse in the past.
Are you calling me a coward?
Calling you an idiot. Listen to yourself for a moment.
I have shamed my ancestors, but the blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no
More like
hope
you ate
for us.
Darkspawn flesh than turned on your family. Yeah, well, you know. There's always hope.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
You're welcome.
It's good to see you again, Sister Liliana.
Thank you, Sir Marin.
Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Brian will appreciate that.
Any
Not since
news?
Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Who's in
The
charge?
revered mother runs the chantry itself, and Sir Brian heads the Templars stationed here.
Can you tell anything about the
Is he
caged
still
canary?
alive? The revered mother put him there a few weeks back. He'll be dead soon enough.
Goodbye.
Make her watch over you. If you seek refuge in the chantry, there's simply no room left.
No, I literally wanted to go in. You're
We
closed?
turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all. Make her watch over you.
Been playing for 5 hours and 15 minutes and 54 seconds. Refugee.
Stragglers, but no sign of the main horde.
We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all.
Fuck.
May the Maker have mercy on us.
Sir
Yes?
Brian.
Who might you be?
Call me
I am
Aiden.
Sir Brian, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other...
I did have a break.
Are you one of our...
When I said I'd be right back, I went and got some food real quick and another drink. Used the bathroom, so I did it about 35 minutes ago. But I appreciate you looking. But yes, I did do it. Three hours is just the maximum I go for. It's between 2 or 3 usually. Let's see. Many nights
Some
come through here?
have in recent days. Al-Eman has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
Let's see. About those bandits outside the village.
How many times must we drive them off?
They won't be bothering you again.
By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
I could keep an eye
I
on
wish I could
trouble.
afford such help, to be truthful. Take your reward at any rate. It is all I have to offer. If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Things
They
seem
are.
very dire.
With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need. I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
He claimed we're responsible.
And set a bounty on any who survived. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Is there any help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key.
I will take this
It
key.
opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need. If the matter is important, certainly. I was there at the farmhold. The beast stood there, wet with the blood of the children. He didn't even deny slaughtering them. The revered mother ordered him caged. She has more mercy than I do. But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all his creations, even the Kunari.
Is there any way he could be released?
You can ask the revered mother. I say let him rot until the Darkspawn claim him.
I have nothing else to ask.
No, unless there's something else you need.
No, I should
Travel
go.
safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Sir Donnell.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donnell? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tern Loghain.
If Al-Eman were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable, With each day, my hope dims.
Shouldn't you be fleeing the
My
Darkspawn?
mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I was hoping to meet Arleman, in
Why
fact.
is that, if I may ask?
We use help against Terran Logain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Terran Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Terran has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Do you think Logain is involved in the Arl's
fell ill
illness?
before the king died. But what if Logain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
So your quest for your ashes have brought you here?
I expect you to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me about the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Perhaps I could help you.
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Who's Sir Henrik?
My fellow knight and traveling companion. He is delayed, though.
He's dead. I have something of his.
And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry for your friend.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I should
With
go.
Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Oh, you're welcome.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. Word to spare.
It's done.
That's what we wanted. The ancient elven boots.
Naturally.
Literally will never come off my feet. What do I need? 22 strength? Okay. Well, maybe I put them on Alistair's feet. Yeah, didn't change anything. All good. Don't want to go that way yet.
I'm sorry, I cannot talk now. I must feed the holy brazier to ensure the flame never dies.
What's the significance of the
It
brazier?
represents the flames that burned Andraste herself. Do you know the tale?
Of course, doesn't
We are
everyone?
all sinners. The fire symbolizes our hope that forgiveness is possible. Thus, we all serve by feeding its flames.
Aren't there easy ways to keep the fire going?
Of course. The dwarves have offered us coal and special rocks. Even the Circle of Magi volunteered to provide magical flames. If that isn't irony, I don't know what is. The flame means little without the act of remembering and atoning for our sins.
Seems like a terribly monotonous
It
task.
should take as much concentration to cleanse the soul as to cleanse the body.
I'll leave you
I
alone,
wish
then.
you well.
Yeah, okay. I didn't mean to see, but see anything there? I found me a tattered old book. Good boy.
All right.
Bronze symbol of Andraste, that's going to Liliana.
Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered.
Let's go ahead and save because I don't remember the last time I did it.
When the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of wavering faith. Perseverance.
Are we looking in terms of leveling? Not even close. No. Nothing that close. Okay.
Good day, Sister Liliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
Very well.
Thank you, my son. What can I do for you then?
I'll talk about Sten, the Canary you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
Is there a way I can convince you to release him?
Next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my
What do
custody.
you say on this, Liliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Well, I'm not going to tell you who I am, so we're just going to move along.
Dispels the darkness upon us.
Why cause myself more complications? Usually I tell her who I am and blah blah blah. We don't want to do that. We just want to move on. Away from her. We're gonna go get Sten. Sir Sten. Do. There goes a Sten. Do.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
I gotta change her tactics. Because she keeps not figuring out I don't want her to have anything but the bow. Select tactics. See it. Ranged. There. Maybe now she'll keep her stinking bow on. Keep your bow on. Otherwise I'm getting rid of your knife. You get nothing. I'm the knife. Stan.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
Confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
Well, you know, things happen. She agreed to release you in my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well, I'll let you out.
So it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
And I will never use you. Thank you, Stan. Glad to have you with
May
us.
we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Sure, go somewhere else. Who leveled up? Doge? Doge leveled up. Nice. Combat training, definitely. I wonder what made him level up so quick. Besides the fact, he's a level behind me. Poor guy. That's okay. We gotta go kill some bears. And wolf. And that's why we have Liliana as a range. She killed that wolf almost before I got to it. It was awesome. Don't you see your importance, Liliana? Corpse file. Found the body of the boy's mother, and having recovered the key. Or the keepsake, sorry. Bad wolf.
Yes?
Nothing. We're not ready to talk yet. We'll talk later.
And I'm off.
As you will.
Woof woof woof. Woof 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 woof. So many wolves. Oh my gosh, there's so many wolves. Try to keep the experience points coming. Bears.
Yes. All right. And I'm off. All right. Yes. And I'm off.
Did I pick up that chest? I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. Doobie doobie, it's alright. Gonna go stab some more bears. Actually, I think we took care of the bears. How's our Enchanter's board looking? Return to the Enchanter, return to the keepsake. Okay. So we have everything. That's just good. Keeping the Canary cap because we're going to put that on Sten. Eventually I give him Kim Kalen stuff because it's just awkward. He becomes kind of the air shock anyway. Gotta be careful about Sten.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Whatever. That moved us fairly high up on the level. That's pretty good. You level fairly well in this game, I've noticed. Let's see. Dinner and Frostback Mountains. Yeah, we need to go back in the Chantry. We don't want to forget. We don't want to forget the dude. He's in here. I almost forgot him. That would have been just sadness, because we never come back here. Because it gets completely destroyed. But Pettigrew needs to talk to me.
What can I do for you?
I have a letter for the Blackstone Regulars for
I
you.
knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Yep, you will. Now we're good to go. Done with Lothering. Well, almost. I do have to travel out of order. I have things I need to get.
You're such a handsome dog. I think that every time I look at you. Lady Cecily, I lived with her after my mother died, had a dog. A small one bred to fit under the arm and in the lap. What did you name it? Oh yes, Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon was a terror. He would hide, you know, when he saw you coming. And then he would attack your ankles. Rather sharp teeth in the ankles. Very painful. He attacked me once. Latched onto my leg. I thought it was a diseased rat and kicked. Bonbon flew across the room and over the banister. He survived. But he never came near me after that.
Liliana likes to talk. It's time to go learn about enchantment. Enchantment. Sandal. One of my favorite NPCs ever. Once you hurt Sandal, it'll mess you up.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
Name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we? We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Hello. Hello.
Such a polite boy. Alright, so we helped enchantment. And now we can move on. And with that, Lothering is done.
Bad dreams, huh?
Seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Any other surprises I should know
Other than
about?
dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on. What do you need? Ask away. Such as they are. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Nothing.
Yes?
I'd like
Well,
to talk.
Here I am.
This vision of
I knew
yours.
this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help
In my
me?
dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Chantry says Maker left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
I believe it feels right to you, Liliana.
It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
She approved +4. I just got a text. It is time for me to go. So this is where I'm going to call the stream. I may or may not be back later, but I will be back on tomorrow for sure. Probably, most likely. But for now, I do need to go, so take care, everybody. Again, those watching on YouTube, enjoy it on the YouTube. All the playlists are there. And I will see y'all later. So long, everybody.